welcome back, welcome back. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is the long awaited return of the Dragons of the Frozen Seas party. We will be joining as Eric, Ulf, Jilivy, and the absent player Scotty, along with her fiance Hafnir and his Viking warriors, are holed up in a hut and surrounded by three winter wolves. They had already had quite the struggle against one of the winter wolves, and so they are in no hurry to fight all three. So hopefully, in the downtime, the party has had an opportunity to discuss strategy, but we will pick up with them figuring out exactly what they plan on doing about this. Oh, and just to answer any questions preemptively, it doesn't appear as though you can create enough distance to make a run for it, but that precludes any mitigating factors you might add to the formulae in order to help that along. But just like, throwing a shoe on one side and making a run for it, these winter wolves are fast, so you're unconvinced that you would be able to make a proper break for it using any method like that.
Okay, so are we on the first story?
So this is a hut that is built about 10 feet off the ground, kind of like they used to do in parts of Louisiana and all of that, to where it's got supporting beams and then it's vaulted into the air. This area is rife with dangerous creatures, and so the person who built this took precautions.
Oh, that's convenient. How many ways are there into the hut?
Just the ladder is the only like sane rational way, but you could like climb up a pole or, something like that.
Wait, I'm sorry, so we're on a low ground with the ladder?
No, no, you're up in the actual hut. You had all slept and you awoke to the howling of the wolves as they circle around. They haven't attempted to climb the ladder or anything just yet.
So uh, how tall is the ladder?
Approximately 10 feet.
So the hut is actually 10 feet up.
Can we
Correct.
pull the ladder up?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be the first thing I do.
I'll give Ulf a hand pulling said ladder up.
As you guys approach the edge, one of the winter wolves comes over and is snarling and snapping and begins to claw at the ladder. You will have to make a strength check in order to try and pull it, as he's got his paw on it and he's pulling on it. It's not going to be a difficult one, but still you got to pull it out of his strong
All
paw.
right. Well, just for the heck of it, I will aid as well, since the wolf is there.
You get to help too, Skippy.
As you start to walk over to help, Ulf uses his Viking warrior strength and just yanks the ladder out of the paw of the wolf and throws it down on the floor of the hut.
Oh man, y'all should have chopped the wolf's paw off with the. I should have chopped the wolf's paw off before you poured him down. Why?
Oh well, good job, Ulf.
Grr.
All right. So what are the wolves doing right now?
Wolfing it up, just kind of, circling and howling and growling, and occasionally, if they get too near each other, the battle rage causes them to lash out at each other slightly.
All right. Well, I grab a bow and arrow and shoot an arrow at the
Hold
wolf.
on. I'm gonna motion for you to stop and point to the inside full of Vikings that also might have ranged weapons and would enjoy shooting at these wolves.
We have throwing axes.
Hey
All
guys,
right.
y'all want some target practice?
All right. Can I? I'm gonna meteor them for a minute.
All right, so as you summon your minute meteors, you cast them at the winter wolf. It's a 5-foot column, 30 feet high, so you can only target one of the wolves.
Okay.
Let's make his
So
reflex save.
I recommend targeting one of the wolves that is further away. We don't want to set the hut on fire.
okay, will do. The middle one.
So, unfortunately, the wolf manages to make his save and takes no damage. And now we begin initiative. And Scotty remains in her cursed stupor, so I'm just going to move her to the back and have her just kind of drooling in the corner.
Is that a snowman next to the far wolf?
Yeah, if you remember from the first time we used this map, I was like, just ignore the snowman. It came with the map. Everything about the map was perfect, but it had a snowman on it, and not much I can do.
Call it an outhouse.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could have put something over it, but
I mean, it's close enough to an outhouse.
this wolf is going to attempt to jump 10 feet into the air in order to try and get up at the door.
I hope he makes it.
Will that provoke attacks of opportunity if he lands?
No. He goes to jump and just looks like the videos of the cats when they try to jump up on a high counter and just like half jump. They just look dumb. And that's exactly what this wolf does. He leaps and barely gets off the ground and just kind of lands right outside, looking up, whimpering.
Is that the bugger's turn?
Yes. The next wolf tries to get into position to jump, but can't get at it because of the other wolf in the way. Ulf.
Is there any access to the roof that I can see?
You got to go out and climb up onto it, so you'd be like putting yourself dangerously close to the winter wolves.
Do I have line of sight for bow shots?
You do. Only at the one right in front though.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of back up to leave room for other people to get in front of me when that opportunity arises, and I'm gonna take a.
You cut out.
I'm just taking a 5-foot step back to give people room to get in front of me, and I'm taking a bow shot.
Oh,
All right, so your arrow flies down into the winter wolf right as he lands from jumping, and it strikes him, but it doesn't appear to have done a ton of damage through his thick fur. Hafnir, in a near panic, orders his Vikings to protect him and his fiancée, and they begin to form a shield wall.
As he orders them to protect them, I'm gonna yell out on them, "Don't bunch up! Their breath weapon will hit everybody if you."
Oh, who took down the owl bear, eh? Or the cave bear, eh? It was us, not you. You keep your battle strategies to yourself.
is it my turn?
Yes. They're they're
Uh,
they're just in a panic moment. They're not trying to be rude to you, but you know how it is when like shit hits the fan. Some people get a little grumpy.
yeah. I shall cast my disc and get in place so I can rain down magic missiles.
You will need to be up by the door in order to see them. From that position, you actually can't see the wolf well enough to target it.
Could she hold the spell action and prep it so that when something comes into sight, she can blast it?
She can do that if you guys are convinced that the wolves will eventually make it into the hut. Um, or she can move up, by the Viking and just blast the wolf.
I'm not blasting anything right now. I'm just casting the disc. Hello?
Yeah, okay, so with the disc, there's not really enough room inside the hut to do anything, and the only uh, exit egress from the hut is right by the wolves. So where are you trying to go with this floating disc?
All right. Well, uh, I was I was gonna try and move up a little bit closer while on the disc. It's good for like 3. But anyway,
Well, you got to remember that the disc floats about 3 feet off the ground, and so if you're 5'6", you're gonna be almost 9 feet in the air. This hut does not have like 10-foot ceilings, so you'd be like kind of crouching down on it, trying to squeeze basically.
okay, then scratch it. I'll just have to. Crap! I just wasted spell points then.
You can add the spell points back. That's not a big deal.
I'm just gonna hold turn. Hold turn.
Okay. Again, this winter wolf tries to get into position and they're kind of all snarling and snapping at each other.
Okay. What is the ceiling of this hut made out of?
Sticks and straw. It's like a thing of sticks to make the frame, and then netting of straw over.
Is it would it be possible to squeeze through the top of the ceiling with the ladder?
It's more sturdy than like you can just burst through it, but it's not so sturdy that you can't break through it with like a check.
Make us a hole.
And how tall is the ceiling?
Like 7 feet, 8 feet.
Okay. I'm going to grab the ladder and rest it against the side, one of the walls, and start climbing and attempt to break through the ceiling.
Yeah, so you can get up there, but the breakthrough won't happen until the next turn, but you can make your roll now because you can start breaking through, but if you succeed, it'll be next turn when it's like open.
Okay. What kind of check would that be?
That'd be a strength check. You're basically just grabbing some of the sticks and trying to break them out of place, but this hut is surprisingly well built, so it's not going to be the easiest check, but Yeah, so as you're pulling at the sticks, you can tell that these were all carefully selected hardwood and they've been intertwined and roped together to lend strength to each other. Breaking one stick is easy, but breaking a stick that's been woven in between other sticks and, reinforced is hard.
All right. Well, hmm. Maybe I'll try again next turn with the staff, my staff or something.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and hold further actions and pass to the next person.
All right, you should have the end turn button, right? So this wolf appears to be the alpha, and he tries yet again to jump up into the hut. Unfortunately, he's got to make almost a standing jump. There's no room to really run. I don't think that's enough to get 10 feet in the air on a standing jump, so I'm going to say it's not. But he does now have enough movement to circle underneath the hut and give um, enough space for another wolf to try. Oh man, these wolves are just sucking at their jobs.
Oh, I forgot to roll for Victor.
Vitor wakes up and rolls initiative, goes back to sleep.
Yep.
Okay,
I can't
so
select Victor for some reason.
because he's got control of Eater.
Ah,
I'm gonna take another pot shot at the wolf, uh, and yell, "Somebody make us a hole out of here!"
DM, roll for Eater.
I thought you had control of him.
I do not.
Oh, okay.
You took control of him about 2 sessions ago.
Oh, you're right, because he's an NPC. Okay, Vitor has initiative.
Did I hit the wolfie?
Let me double check that.
Any high ground bonus? Maybe the wolf lands on its back.
Oh, I mean, you definitely have high ground bonus because you're 10 feet in the air. You do hit. And again, it doesn't appear to have dealt a whole lot of damage, but this one actually does stick in him, so you know it didn't just deal superficial damage. Ooh, I forgot to subtract for the jump. So I'm just going to be skipping their turns because he's just ordering them to take up defensive positions. He sees no reason to engage the wolves.
And me. Okay, so I shall okay. All right, I'm going to do color spray. Or magic missile, okay. Magic missile it is.
And are you doing that all at one?
Yes.
All right. So as you target the wolf trying to jump into the hut currently, it sends sparking, almost icy looking, or fiery looking uh, missiles out of your fingertips that strike the winter wolf. The fiery description is just how it looks. It's not dealing actual fire damage.
Okay. I don't think it hit.
They hit automatically. It's part of magic missile.
Yep, magic missile cannot miss. And because it's magic, it dealt all of its damage to his wounds and the stamina as well.
Okay. Okay.
So now, unfortunately, this wolf still hasn't gotten a turn, but he's just going to move into position, and again, the other wolf turns around and snarls and snaps at him.
All right. Eric is going to. Would it be any sorts to the strength check if I tried to use my staff to break through the ceiling? Or it'd be about the same?
You could try to damage your way through the ceiling instead of a strength check.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends on how you want to go about this. Like right now, you're basically just grabbing onto the interwoven struts, strats, whatever they're called, and as you're trying to grab onto them and rip them down, they're just proving to be a little more sturdy in there. However, you also didn't roll all that well, so I mean, if you just give it another strength check, it'll probably work. But if you want, to do something else, you can certainly try something
All right.
else.
You could also hold animal or entangle or whatever you have to, stop them from trying to climb up.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try another strength check.
Yeah, that's not a bad point that if you do have an entangle, you could like trap one of them in the way. Well, you made your strength check. So you break part of the roof off. It's a tight little hole, but you manage to, get something that you can pop your head out of.
Will I be able to climb up next turn?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a big hole right now, but you can like climb and break more off and get through it.
All right. I guess I'll end my turn then. If I moved out of the way, though, would somebody be able to get up there this turn?
It took the whole turn to break through it.
Okay.
Viter is going to go and grab the stick that you threw down on the ground.
Nice.
He just looks up at you like, "I got it. I got it. Is this what you wanted?"
He's such a good boy.
He's the
Good
best.
Vitor.
He's the
Good
best.
Vitor.
Aren't you guys glad I killed Ixlana and not Viter?
Yes.
You guys would be devastated.
I'm not allowed to comment.
I know.
Yes, well, Ixlana and Ulf were kind of crushing on each other, but the sorceress is like, God, just get it over with.
All right. The winter wolf, the alpha, goes and snarls and snaps at the other two, driving them back.
He's driving them back, saying, "Oh shoot, there's magic. Let's go away."
No, he wants to be the one to eat you. He says
Well,
that they can't have
selfish.
any. Yeah, he says they
Selfish,
can't
selfish.
have any. He is. He's an alpha.
All right. I'm gonna put down my bow, get out my axe and shield, or is it sword and shield? I forget. And
You have an
join
axe.
the little shield wall.
You have an axe, I thought.
As soon as it gets up here, charge the fucker.
Oh no, you do have a long sword. Look at that. So you ready in action to charge the wolf if it gets up here.
Well, I am going to try my meteors again, I think. Or maybe, no, actually, I think we're trying color spray them to daze them or blind them.
You do not have line of sight without going to the entrance of the door.
Ugh.
I
Okay.
I know, but I gotta follow the physics of it. So
Fine, and I'm gonna go up. How big is that hole now?
it's like 2.5 feet across.
Fine, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna position my disc where the hole is, and I'm gonna fly on it and go on the roof.
Eric's in the way.
All right, move over, Eric.
Bye.
He's busy pulling down hay and making the hole bigger.
I'm gonna do an intimidate check.
Okay. I am intimidated, and I just jump off the ladder and move out of the way so she can get it in there.
And that'll
I have to
happen
roll
on
first.
your turn.
I have to roll first.
Yeah, you can roll your intimidate, but just that we're clear, he won't be able to actually take the action until his turn.
Okay. That's in skills.
Yes.
I'm gonna wait and see what this other winter wolf does before I do anything.
Yeah, I don't think he was intimidated.
No, I think he's humoring you a little.
I guess I should be done, huh?
If you're done. All right, so this winter wolf also gets out of the way because the alpha has spoken.
By the way, I took a 5 foot step back to, in case he does get up.
Got it.
Okay. So is Jalivy actually holding it? Save your spell points. Save your spell points. I'm just gonna go up that hole.
All right. So you climb out of the hole and you're now up on the roof. Make a dexterity check to avoid slipping as you move on the icy, snow-covered straw roof. You are fine.
All right, everybody, get up here on the roof.
Not gonna happen. Not without my safety disc.
Just rain fire on him.
I will rain fire on him as soon as I get in line of sight.
Vitor begins to climb up the ladder. With ease and makes it onto the roof with Eric.
Because polar bears are good at jumping from ice to ice, from glacier to glacier, and climbing at things.
That's right. All right. Oh, it's still not the alpha's turn? No, that is the alpha. All right, so the alpha moves into position and tries to jump again. Oh my god. What is happening?
Can we just say he gets a toe hold and then I knock his ass back off?
No. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
these wolves are just completely sucking at getting up there.
that's okay. That gives me time. Now that my disc is up, I can go fire.
So the ladder is clear right now, huh?
It is.
What color are these wolves?
They're white and blue.
I don't see the world through that lens. No, they're white and blue. That reminds me of that dress. No, it's gold.
Well, it's quite obvious that white wolves can't jump.
Nice.
Yeah, they're basically white grayish with layers of ice literally forming partial armor over them.
I'm gonna ask the Alpha, do you need the ladder?
In
Do not
other words, he's
do not
taunting.
mock us, flesh bag. We will eat you.
He can't talk to animals. Only Eric can, but he can taunt them.
Oh, I thought that was Eric. I'm sorry.
So everything comes out as ruff, 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 ruff.
Yeah, he's talking to you. They're intelligent enough to talk, but he's talking in dire wolf, so you don't understand.
Eric can understand them, but I'm still gonna be taunting them.
Only if he casts talk with animals. I forgot that too. I have a player in my other game who can just talk to animals, so I'm used to animals being
Well,
able to answer.
well, can I understand him but not speak back?
I will allow you to roll a nature check to see if you get the gist of it. I mean, you basically understand that he's threatening you guys. Oh,
I'm, I'm
that was Ulf. Eric, you understand that he is saying that he is going to eat all of you.
I'm grinning from ear to ear because I can understand him. Just grinning from the fact that Ulf is taunting him and he's responding.
Yeah. Well,
Here, Wolfie, Wolfie, Wolfie.
they are intelligent. They're not dumb like a regular animal.
I'm just holding my action again.
Yeah, they have a 9 intelligence, which is pretty freaking high for an animal.
Okay, my disc is up now. Yes, no?
Yes, you cast it last turn, so you have a disc.
Okay. I'm gonna go through the hole, and I don't know how you want me to place it to where I'm like above them so I can like supply them with meteors or whatever I decide to do. Where you want me at?
Just get line of sight on top of the roof and throw whatever you want at them. Mostly taunts, please.
You can be like there or over there. You're gonna be 3 feet off the roof, so you're gonna have height advantage on most things.
I'm going to meteor them because that doesn't cost any spell points.
Well, which one?
Isn't it like a radius?
It's a 5 foot radius, which is smaller than
The one
any
that's
one of them.
already the one that's already damaged.
Okay.
Well, if you aim it in between the two that are together, you might hit them both.
No, I'm just gonna try and hit the one that's already damaged and get rid of it.
He fails his reflex save and takes the 3.5 fire damage. However, he is vulnerable to fire and therefore takes 1.75 would be 5.2, so 5 damage.
Okay.
The 0.5 wouldn't count if it was just the 3, but I count it when adding in the vulnerables, for how much,
Right.
because it would have been the difference between 4 or 5. And even though that's only 1 point, still, you're probably going to want that extra 1 point.
Yeah, because I don't even think days will work on them because I think they have D6 and I think it only goes to D3 hit damage.
Also, I'm pretty sure days only affects humanoids, but I could be wrong on that. I
I
might
don't know.
I might be thinking of 5th edition days because 5th edition has very specific targeting rules, and 3.5 has that with some of their spells, but not all of them. So I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn. I guess I should press in.
All right, so this winter wolf is gonna get into position.
Okay. Eric is going to grab his bow and arrow and shoot at the wolf that's already injured.
As you're, oh, you did that wrong.
Oh, so how do I do it?
Oh, you don't have a bow and arrow set up. Why don't you have a bow and arrow set up?
I think he has a sling.
He doesn't have that set up either. He's just got quarter staff and unarmed strike. So your ranged attack hit, but you're gonna need to roll for damage, and we're gonna need to get you a bow and arrow set up.
Ah,
So
okay.
roll 1d8.
How do I do that?
There's a variable damage macro under the collections. If you have it turned on, you can click on variable damage, and then it'll pop up and you just type in 1d8 piercing. Well, you type in 1d8 and then you select piercing.
Or if you have the toolbar, there's a dice roller on the toolbar on the left.
Don't use that. Use the variable damage.
Okay.
You're gonna have to help me out.
Where the little gear is, to the left of the gear is the collection.
I rolled it for you this time.
Okay, I think I got it now. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Another arrow sticks into the wolf. It is definitely bypassing its armor somewhat.
And Eric's gonna end his turn.
Viter still has the stick and brings it up to Eric, having seen him grab a stick out of his thing and shoot it in his bow. He thinks that the arrows are just sticks, so he brings you another stick for you to use.
Nice.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to spend your time on your downtime shaping arrows out of the sticks that Beecher gives you. Hey, you've got a arrow retrieval person automatically.
Right?
I tell Victor, good boy, bring me all the stick.
Unbelievable. These guys have a +5 strength. Like, unbelievable.
Fuck, I'm just gonna grab my bow and take a pot shot, then step behind the shield.
Unfortunately, your arrow bounces off one of the hard, icy plates of armor on them and doesn't deal any damage.
Missile again, because I am going to alternate us.
Once again, your fiery missiles of force fly out and strike the winter wolf that's already been damaged, I assume, and it deals full damage to the wolf due to being magic.
Okay. My spell points aren't going down when I do, so I don't even know how many I'm supposed to be down to.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna be fixing that, but you have more than enough spell points to where it really shouldn't come into play. You're only down 6 right now.
Right, well, I'll fix it, right? It's just so I'll know.
Yeah, I noticed that they weren't going down and it already made a mental note to go in and check the macros.
Okay, well, then I'll let you keep doing that, but I just want to keep every now and then I'll check.
Yeah, yeah, so you're down 6 right now, but like I said, I'll have it fixed by next game.
Okay.
Alright, so the winter wolf cannot get up. Oh, I forgot to subtract their jumping. Cannot get up because the other winter wolf is in the way, but that winter wolf is injured, so he kind of snarls and snaps and drives him off.
Alright. Eric is going to use another.
And you can just roll the ranged attack like you did, but then use the variable damage to deal the 1d8 piercing. No need to use the variable damage. Your arrow strikes the icy plating of armor on the wolf and shatters. Oh wait, you have advantage, height advantage. I think that actually did hit.
Oh, great. Okay.
Nope, it's only +2. You missed. You're fine.
Okay. I end my turn.
Yep. And Viter doesn't really know what to do, so he's just kind of circling around you a little.
I tell him, go bring me more sticks, make the hole bigger.
No, you don't want to make it too big, then you'll fall through because the integrity of the roof will be
It's a good point.
messed up.
Okay, forget that, Vitor.
Belay that order.
Is that a lit torch?
Yes, you guys had woken up and there was still a torch that you had set in a holder, and it is burning currently.
Alright, I don't think I have line of sight to any from my current position.
No.
Still be bow and sword and shield ready to charge.
Okay.
Coffee!
She's pouring a cup of coffee. She's on her way.
That's all good. You get 5 minutes a turn. Plenty of time to grab coffee.
Is anyone else coming up on the roof?
Yell down if you want me to join. Otherwise, I'm gonna stay here ready to charge if they come in.
Okay, so how far is the injury one from me now? Too far?
I'm not sure exactly how far. What's your range? I mean, it's like 50 to 70 feet, but your range might be enough.
Okay, I think it is. I think it's 100.
Wouldn't the high ground increase the range a bit too?
Technically, yes, but mechanically, no.
I think I will try and hit this injured one again.
In fact, if we had a 3D model, it would actually increase the distance by being higher up. So if you were 60 feet away from it on a flat surface, but you're 20 feet in the air, you're actually like 65 feet away or whatever.
Yeah, 110.
Yeah, you've got plenty of range. I wasn't worried about that. I was just discussing the physics of having height and all of that. Although you are correct that most ranged weapons also have increased range of attack if you're higher ground, but there's no mechanic for that. All right, so the wolf once again is struck and this time turns to run.
Okay.
Ulf, you had readied an action to charge.
Oh yes, shield bash charge time.
Unfortunately, the wolf snarls and snaps as you try to slam him with your shield and you just can't find enough purchase. Eric,
If
you can see all this through the hole.
okay, hold on a second. If Ulf had readied an action, wouldn't he be taking his actual turn now?
I believe it puts my initiative in line with when I took the action. I could be wrong.
Correct. And so
Gotcha.
and so no, his actual turn was his readied action.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, now that the wolf is up on the top floor, I'm gonna cast Hold Animal on it and see if I get lucky.
You do not, as the wolf seems to shake off uh the effects of the hold.
All right. I'm gonna end my turn.
Veter growls and seems as though he wants to jump down and attack the wolf. If not given the command to stop, he will jump down and attack.
I tell Victor, hold what you got. Stay where you are. Stay.
He almost jumps but stops at your command. This alpha is going to lose his position in the pack.
Is that the alpha running like hell?
No, that's The one that was damaged. The Alpha's the one who can't seem to jump up here. Oh, all of the Vikings are taking the total defense action. Who are you color spraying?
One closest to us so that it won't like.
The
So,
one
just the one close.
inside the one inside the hut
Yes.
that you're on the roof of?
Oh, I forgot I'm on the roof. Okay, well, I guess the one on the ground.
That you're like almost 20 feet away from? Over 20 feet away from?
Okay, so I bring down the disc a little bit and have and no, because that won't. I have to bring down the disc a bit, but
More than a bit. You basically have to come down off the roof because if you're floating above the roof, the hut is 10 feet in the air, the roof is another 7 feet, and so just by virtue of being on the roof, you're basically 20 feet away from the wolf.
okay.
I would try not to endanger yourself.
I didn't think. I thought I could still see him through the. Since he was already up there, I thought I could still see him. Well, I don't have line of sight to any of them then, except the bottom one.
Right, but more than 15 feet of range is required.
Cast some meteors at it.
Yeah.
That'll be your last casting of meteors, I think.
No, I don't. I get like 7 of them.
Oh, I thought it said 3. Is it
3 plus
Oh, 3
something.
plus your charisma or whatever? Okay.
Check and make sure, but I think I get more than just 3.
It'll say it when you cast it. Okay, so it says that 3 plus your charisma modifier. So yeah, whatever your charisma modifier is.
My charisma modifier is 4.
There you go. And unfortunately, you're not going to get to 4. It's only 3 with the vulnerable damage. Oh, but he's got to save first. Hey, he fails.
Wait, what are you talking about vulnerable damage? Why only 3? I'm confused.
Because it did 2.5. Half of 2.5 is 1.25.
Oh, okay, got it.
1.25 plus 2.5 is 3.75. Because you don't round up but down with damage
Gotcha.
like that, it's 3. Sorry, just wanted to give the full explanation. I know you understood as soon as I started saying it, but for the sake of the stream and everything else, I figured I'd give the full explanation.
No problem.
Is that your turn?
Thank you.
I just knew it was counting down, so if you had anything left that you wanted to do, you know. Oh shit! The wolf ain't playing around this time. Ulf, you are critically hit by the wolf, dealing 25 damage plus 1 cold damage to both your wounds and your vigor. However, you do have on hide armor, so add 3 back to your health. But your vigor is completely drained. Yeah. And he gets a free trip attempt. So if your CMD is less than 25, which basically it is, yeah, uh, you are now prone.
Yeah, I know my AC is not 12, but that's not really relevant.
Yeah. It's not going to get your CMD up above 25.
Alright, so he gets an attack of opportunity if I stand, right? What if I crawl away?
If you crawl away, there is no attack of opportunity other than for leaving his square, which there would be an attack of opportunity. However, I will allow you to roll an acrobatics check to try and roll out of the way without giving him an attack.
I still get the free 5-foot movement that wouldn't provoke, right?
Yes, you could take your 5-foot step. Oh no, I don't think there's a ruling for whether or not you can take a 5-foot step while you're prone, but as soon as I started thinking about it, I'm like, I think though that that's what I'm gonna go with is that the 5-foot step while you're prone is kind of just like rolling out of the way, and I think in order to make that fair, no, don't roll acrobatics. You're fine on that. I think in order to make that fair, basically they get an attack of opportunity opposed by your acrobatics or dexterity roll um, in place of your armor class, because normally you would get the neg 4, but because you're taking a defensive maneuver, yeah, we're going to go with that. So now I'm going to roll a bite, and you have to beat a 13 with acrobatics, or your acrobatics is -5, so definitely. Oh, because of your wounds, yeah. I think it's the same difference either way.
I think you should just stay put.
I
Yeah,
think I could just hide behind my shield and poke.
yeah. So you raise your shield and attack.
Hold your action for the time being, Chris. Just hold your action, I think.
Yeah, I'm just gonna raise the shield and hold my action, see if something better comes up.
Yeah. Now the Viking charges in to help. You are an ally, and they are not going to leave you to die. landing 2 blows. Oh, unarmed strike. Stupid Viking.
Yeah, beat the crap out of that wolf.
He just starts punching him. So, either way, um, he deals 17 damage, so we're just gonna go with it.
That is one badass Viking dude.
Yeah, that is an old Viking with a gray beard who just runs up to the wolf and starts punching him in the face. He's a crazy guy.
All right, I am going to attempt hold animal again.
You got any other better spells, Brian?
Hold
Well,
Animal's a good spell. He just got unlucky that he made his save, you know.
yeah, he rolled like a 22 on his save.
Otherwise, Hold Animal's probably like one of the best spells you could use right now. Yeah, there you go. Now he's held.
Sweet. This means I can stand up and take a crack at him without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Indeed.
If you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and use my action to do that.
Yeah. So this Viking is going to yeah, there you go. You're good. No, don't kill yourself. Uh so this Viking is going to charge in and use his axe. And
And
just
I'll
kind of look at the crazy old guy like, we have axes, dude.
That dude is badass.
And as he brings his axe down the second time, he strikes the wolf in the shoulder, gets his attention, and plants his axe directly in his skull, dropping him to the ground.
Alrighty, with the wolf dead, it is dead, right?
It's dropped to the ground.
I'll poke it to make it dead. And then I'll step 5 feet away. Actually, I don't think I have that many moves.
No, you used half of your movement to stand up, and you can like move away or take your attack. Yeah. So
Alpha got
because
lucky. It's
he's
still
helpless,
standing.
it's an automatic crit. So you deal 16, 28 points of damage, and he is dead.
He did.
But another wolf jumps instantly into his place. Ah ha ha. Actually, he can't squeeze in there, so yeah, he's just gonna back him up.
Okay. Since I've got some people behind me, I'm gonna take my move
Surrender?
action. Huh?
Just gonna surrender?
Well, I'm gonna get down. I guess I'm gonna have to, in case they need me to, I'm gonna get down off my roof. And I guess that means I have to get rid of my disc.
Well, that requires going back over to the hole over here.
Okay.
You could use your disc to levitate down to ground level outside of the building.
I thought about that too, but I don't know how that's gonna help. Unless, well, I guess I could, like.
That would
Yeah,
allow
I
you.
guess.
That would allow you to flank the wolf, possibly.
Huh?
That would possibly allow you to flank the wolf.
Yeah, so I was just thinking. But I was wondering, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna go to floating level. I'm over here. Yeah. And I want to get level enough to where I want to be far enough to where he can't, like, instantaneously reach back behind me and swipe me, but still within line of sight.
If he decides to jump down, he's gonna get you.
Yeah, well, he's got like 4 Vikings and a druid and a barbarian. I think he's not so worried about me right now. I think I'm gonna stick with that plan.
Okay?
And I'm holding my next action.
Well, because you took part of your turn, you can't hold your action any longer.
We'll pass
Yeah.
to the next turn.
Alright, so the winter wolf is dead.
Now I'm gonna take a shield bash and then think about my.
Alright, and then you have to make a vigor check, but enraged at what happened last time, you stand up and smash your shield into the wolf's face. It doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, but, you know, it's damage.
I do get the bull rush effect.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So that would knock him out of the hut, wouldn't it?
Or against the doorway, knocking him prone.
So dumb that it doesn't have a size restriction on that.
It does. It can only be one size larger than me.
Oh, I didn't see that part. But yeah, that makes sense.
So did I manage to knock him down, or?
He gets a save, right? I'm looking at the text right now to see. Any opponent hit with a free bull rush. Yeah, so you have to make your CMB. You have to roll your CMB.
Doesn't it just use my attack roll instead of it?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so now I have to check his CMD. So you fail because he has a 23.
Alright, in that case, I'll take the 5-foot step back.
Oh, a lot of stuff just happened. That was not the wolf. That was my big dog.
That's okay. Ours were barking earlier.
Stupid dog, you made me look bad.
Okay, courage. Alright. Eric's gonna try hold animal one last time.
He was already. Oh, that was the other one that was held.
Yeah, the other one was held and killed. Hey, hey! This is the alpha, too.
Yeah, he got lucky that he's gonna stay the alpha. The other one's dead. The other one.
Alright, I'll end my turn.
Oh, man. The Viking, once again, this guy's just like on fire. He nails the wolf right in the neck. Spurts of blood go flying over all of you. In the freezing cold, the hot blood actually feels good for a second before you like realize that you're covered in dire wolf blood, and instantly the wolf begins to gurgle something that I will allow Eric a nature check to see if he understands. So you get the basic gist that you are all doomed. You have been marked for death by the witch.
We're doomed, doomed. That's what he's saying. Yeah, cut his head off, please. Thank you.
The Viking continues to hack away until his head is completely off. Even though you rolled a natural 20, you are not proficient enough in nature to have understood the wolf.
I figured not. Just wanted to for fun.
Nope, rolling dice is fun. I have no problem with that. I just wanted to make it clear that, like, with an untrained skill like that, it's hard, even with a natural 20, to get stuff like that through. Yeah, yeah. So we'll deal with all of the healing probably like prior to session or in between sessions. I would still like to do a makeup session, so if you guys can kind of get together and decide when you're free, and otherwise I'll just set up the schedule for 2 weeks from now as usual, and you guys can let me know at any point
Right.
at any point in between there if you have time for a makeup session. The
We
next
still haven't. We
Go
still
ahead.
haven't killed this wolf though. Is it my turn?
That wolf ran away.
No, the wolf on the tail on the hut.
Yeah, you just killed it.
It's I don't see it ran away. I see it still got. I've got the one on the hut. I still see hit.
Yeah, that's because I didn't subtract the hit points from the Vikings' final blow.
But he wouldn't have run away. He's dead because he can't run away because I was behind him.
The third one ran away.
Yeah, but the one in the hut that he just is that one dead? The last one
Yeah,
just now?
yes, the Viking just killed that one.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying
Don't.
attention.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't be sorry. It's okay. I'm just giving you the information.
All right, so now what?
Uh, Basically, the next step is you guys are going to continue on to the final Angel Grundian village at the shores of the frozen sea. And I'd really like Bruce to be here for when he runs into Scotty's people. So I'm hoping that he will be here for the next session, which is when we will handle that. And if we do a makeup session in between there, we're probably going to end up doing like another encounter in between when you get there, because like I said, I really really want Bruce to be here for the conclusion of this, side quest that we took for Scotty. So you guys go ahead and let me know when you're available, and we will pick up, either then or 2 weeks from now, and hopefully we can kind of plow ahead with the story as we get past this part of it. Yeah, this was a good session, little short, but still good. And I'm glad that we got back into the session, and we just hope that Bruce will be here next time. So
Okay.
I will
So
go ahead. What?
I was just wondering if we should do the healing and stuff now, and then, if we got to use this hut to have him to heal Ulf, then maybe we should maybe I should have my unseen servant fix the roof.
Because I am unsure of what exactly I'm going to have happen, we're going to go ahead and wait, because I don't know if you're going to get a long rest or what. So we're going to pick up, next session right where we left off, and we can handle the healing before session if I decide that you're going to get the full healing and everything. So
Okay.
so no
I'm
worries about that. Go ahead.
I'm not sure we would want to stay put where the enemy already knows our location, regardless of whether or not we have the opportunity.
See, that's what I'm saying, is there's a whole lot of factors here. So, because I haven't decided on exactly what I want to have happen, and because you guys should get time to kind of decide what you want to do, we'll just deal with that next session. So, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get going. Have a great day, and as always, good gaming.
Thank you.
Okay.
Did Bruce say he was gonna make this session, or what?